All right. All right. I want to say thank y'all for tapping in with us. It's Streetball the Pro. I am the ambassador. Once again, I don't know where Ballerholic is at. APP on Ballerholic. He's somewhere. I didn't call him in. No, I was about to say I text him, but he'll probably be here. If not, it's all good. Biggest thing is I got my man Cam back on. We had him on February 11th. I went back episode number 9. You go back, go to our YouTube channel, look us up. You'll see him. At that time, my man was a free agent. You know what I mean? So here it is, Street Ball Pro. We meet with a lot of folks, and one of the things is really trying to put people on game and try to help you navigate through this system, when it comes to playing pro basketball. And so Cam is one of the updates and one of the folks I had to bring back on because he was already playing in the TBL. He was a professional, but he was just waiting. He has his agent just waiting on the next contract, and he was just in that free agent land just waiting, and we end up connecting. Shout out to Jaleesa for getting us connected. And man, next thing I know, he hit me. He's in Chile, the top league, playing over there. You know what I mean? A few months later, so I had to tap in with him because we're gonna just catch you up and just talk about some things. So, man, how did you get? Like I said, last time we talked, you was a free agent. So, how did you get this? What happened, my man?
Well, I mean, first off, I would say it has to go to my agency that I'm connected with, Pure Passion Sports out of Orlando, Sean Mills and CJ Basketball Training on Instagram. They got a lot of connects in South America, and one of the guys who's on the team right now actually played. I played against him in the TBL.
Okay.
His name is DeMonte Wright, and he played on the Buccaneers. I played on Orlando Force, and he signed with my agency too.
Okay.
So he was already here on the team that I'm on now.
Okay.
So the team kind of already knew about me, but they didn't take the chance on me yet because they had 3 imports already.
Got you.
So once they sent an import home, God works in mysterious ways. So, the point guard had got hurt.
Okay.
And then they sent an import home. And that's when I got the call and was saying, like, we need a point guard to come here and basically take over and run the show.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been here? Because, we met that was in February. So when did you get there?
So I got here April 8th.
Okay.
April 8th. So close to a month.
Okay.
I would say. I've played 7 games now. 7 games. I'm averaging 17.8 points, 4 assists, like 4 rebounds. Pretty good numbers, shooting like 40 from 3.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So it's been good. It's been good since I've been here. So, and Temuco is a great city. Fans, they show love, and it's just a good place to be.
Okay. So what's your next step? So you had told me we was talking a little bit. You was there for playoff push.
Yeah.
So tell me, or let's talk about that.
So they called me because the point guard got hurt and they wanted to go to the playoffs. So here there's 14 teams in the league.
Okay.
They were 12th.
Wow.
Only the top 8 can go to the playoffs. So we would have had to win maybe 5 games, something like that. It kind of started off the first week I was here. We were winning in the game, but then we lost the 2 games in a row.
Okay.
And a lot of it came from we didn't have a full bench. So players were hurt or they didn't play them. So it was on the imports to kind of do what we had to do, and we did. But I mean, at some point, players get gassed, and the other teams are just constantly. I mean, and they're picking me up full court, 94 feet, like they. And once I get one guy tired, they're calling in the next one. Like it was, they're like, guard this kid as soon as he gets the ball, like. And I can't blame him for it. But we didn't have that on our team.
Okay.
So it was harder for us to beat teams because we weren't as deep.
Got you. Oh yeah.
And so the playoff push, we didn't make it to the playoffs, but we did make it far enough to not go to the second league, which is big for them too.
That is and for those who don't understand what he's saying is okay, is a team that he's playing on help maintain a first league status or a top league status, right? They could have dropped down to the second league, and that's how it works overseas. They Some teams actually go back and forth, so they may, like, there's a team in Japan that we know in the B League. They was in, I think, Division 2, dropped down to Division 3. I mean, that's just sort of how it works. So that's major for you to come in a month, put in work and help them to maintain that. That right there is worthy of another contract alone by itself.
For sure. For sure. And I've already been told, by the coaches and owners, that they would want me to come back next year if that was in my best interest. Because the fans, I mean, like I said, everybody, like, they love me here. Like, it's just the community. They all reach out to me, and I'm signing autographs and giving them headbands and free tickets. And, it's just the whole thing as a whole. I can say that I came here and didn't do my job 100% because I didn't take them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I did it enough to where we're not going down to the second league.
Right.
Because last year they actually won the second league.
Okay.
So they were the champions, and that's why they got
put
up
first. Got you. So, Oh yeah, that's major. You know what I mean?
So this was their first year in the first league.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were right on the neck to go back down, but these last two games, we won both of them, and we had to win both to basically stay in the first league.
It's tough.
Yeah, it was good, man. And after that, everybody, all the coaches and everything, they're all hugging me and back next year. Like it was almost like we won the playoffs, but we didn't win the playoffs.
Hey, it feels good to know you got a job. You know what I mean? Back, especially as a coach.
Sure.
You know?
Hey. Especially after talking to you and telling you how long I've been waiting for this contract after my TBL season.
Yep. No, and that's why we had to do the follow up because of the fact that, like I said, we was just on. Jaleesa just hit me. I'm looking at your film. I'm like, yo, no, young fella, he can go. Like he's the truth. And it was just a waiting game. You know what I mean? And it was like, hey, had just missed you where we couldn't get you. Like, oh man, let's try to get you on Japan. And we was talking about that, and you were just waiting. You know what I mean? That's
and that's what I'm saying. Like it was almost a year.
Yep.
Before I got this contract.
Wow.
And I had great numbers from the TBL. And, my agency kept pushing it. And in God's will, I told everybody on here, like, keep going in the gym and wait for that call. And when you get there, go prove that you can be there. And that, that's just kind of what I did, man. Once I got here, I didn't show no remorse. I've had a 30-point game since I've been here. I won the best team that won the championship last year. They were in the championship, Valdivia. I had 30 points against them. A lot of teams in the league who's like in playoffs have hit me up and was like, man, like we like you. We know you're on the worst team right now in the league, but listen, next year, hey, we would love to have you on our team. So it was good, man. Like I said, I can't say we made it to the playoffs, but I got a lot of more opportunities from this.
That part, you did your job. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, right? It's like saying taking advantage of the opportunity, and not only taking advantage, but being prepared. You know what I mean? Once it comes, and that's what it was. Like I said, TBL, everybody know, man. Those are the hoopers. If you're in the TBL, the NBA, you know what I mean? Those levels are fighting for these spots. You know what I mean? So boom, soon, and you got an agent had already played overseas and just waiting, like you said, a year. So boom, soon you got it, you came in that bag. You know what I mean? Immediately said, hey.
I bro. I had to. It was so much long of a wait time that it was like almost I had a chip on my shoulder. Like
Yep.
I can't wait until I get to where I gotta go to show everybody that I should never even been waiting that long.
Yeah, I love that. Oh yeah. No,
So
wait. So you on your way back home?
yeah, so I'm here in Chile right now. I'm actually at my coach's house.
Okay.
Room. They're all the players are all out there watching the game, and everybody's just here. The owner, the coaches, and we're just having a good time. They cooking, man,
That's,
carne asada on like a open fire pit.
oh
Like it's
yeah.
beautiful. Like it's a good time right now. And I told my coach, I got an interview. He's like, wow, okay, that's good, good. So I came in here just to do this, and once I'm done, I'm gonna go back out there with the guys.
With the fellas. No,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, owner, coach, Streetball to Pro, we would love to come out. We can bring Kam back and some more imports that you want to look at. You always got to be networking. It's about who you know. You know what I mean? So, but no, Kam, that is like love. You come back to the States and you available. Hey, Bob, I think we're gonna have another one. You know what I mean? I'm trying him and Nate the Great. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have great killers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we get that going, man. We get some dogs, man. Yeah, we take that back to London. Shit, ain't no
Yeah,
telling what could happen.
London, man. I heard London. My boy played in London. It's a good league out there.
yeah. So
Mhm.
if you don't have a job September, you come with us. Hey, we're going to London. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Nate the Great. It's a free agent team of the best hoopers. You know what I mean? That's just looking to play. And I know I got some coaches out there in Denmark and some more people that I'm talking to. That hey, if it happens, I'm bringing all pros. You know what I mean? And we're gonna come do what we do. But this is finally ball. Hey, my bad. The ball holler, don't get mad, man. But the last
I'm
time,
not,
no,
hey, nah, you already know, Coach. I'm good.
look, you're 49 fan. The last time we had Kam on, don't do that. It was a Super Bowl.
It was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it. Oh, okay.
Ballaholic didn't want to talk about nothing.
Nothing. Hey.
He was ready to go home and go
Yeah.
to sleep.
Hey, I remember that. Hey.
49ers, yep.
Oh man, you right. I was hot.
I was
I
like,
really was hot though.
Hey, I'm
I
glad you're
really
doing
was.
better now, Ballaholics, man. It's a new
Hey.
year. New year.
Oh man. Whole new year, man. Whole new year, bro. Yeah, that's crazy though. You brought that up, man.
I was like, I had to go back. I was like, man, wait a minute, Kam. And I looked at the episode. I was like, oh, that's episode 9, February 11th. Look, I wrote the date and everything. I said, oh, that's the Super Bowl, man. I got to pick it up. I got to mess with Ball on this one because that was the last
Oh
Kam was a free agent. You know what I mean? And we was just chopping it up with him. And here it is, he's in Chile, top league, helping.
about to say, yeah, Chile definitely one of the top leagues out there for sure.
And he's eating, he was eating while he was there. So it was one of those I had to hit him up. I was like, man, we had to do a run back. We got to do an update because we have folks who be following us and watching. They want to get on. And we're saying, look, we really work and know people who really are on. You know what I mean? And they're telling you, we're giving you jewels. We're trying to give you all the pointers and say, hey, if you really want this, these are the things you're going to have to do. You know what I mean? You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to don't wait for this. Don't wait for that. You got to take an initiative and things like that. And so Kam was one of those stories that just from day one, I had showed you the video. I was like, man, young fella can go. You know what I mean? And it was just one of those where I'm like, man, I wish I had a job I can just give to him right now. You know what I mean? Because he's really, and it was like, and his attitude about everything and just being prepared, just how he carried himself. I was like, yeah, he's a for real pro.
But on top of that, just the average player not going to play in the TBL. You got to be a real hooper to play in the TBL because it's really under you. They really underneath the NBA G League, or maybe just almost just as good, or maybe even better, man. because they create, TBL created a super league. You know what I mean? So yeah, you definitely got to be a hooper to play in the TBL, man, for sure. So
Facts.
I already know, Cam. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you play, but the fact that you played in the TBL is just like, yeah, he a hooper. Because I played in TBL for 2-3 seasons, so I know everyone who's played in there. Like, nah, that's a dog. I've seen him play before. I done played against him. I done seen him at a couple of combines. I done seen him. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got to be legit to play in the TBL for sure.
Yeah, man, for sure. Another thing, like to the players and stuff watching, I would say like not as much as we have to put the work in to get to where we have to go. On the other side, the agent that you have has to believe.
Yep.
He has, because if you think about it, players who's watching this and who's gonna see this, when we're battling adversity every day, going to the gym by ourselves or with a personal trainer, whatever you do to grind and be a pro, your agent is if he's not talking to you every day or at least day by day, he may even take a week to hit you up. As long as you know he's working for you and believes in you almost as much as your mom and dad believe in you.
Right.
Because if he doesn't, then he's not gonna push you and stay focused just as much as you are in the gym to get you to that place.
Yep.
Because a lot of agents don't have just one player.
Yep.
They have multiple. And
Yep.
think about, you're the guy almost in my shoes who's been out for a year, and I'm a harder contract to sell. I even averaged 19 plus points in the TBL.
Yes.
In countries where still,
Yeah.
so he hasn't played since then, and this and that, and
Yep.
my numbers spoke for itself. I averaged the numbers, and it still didn't matter.
Yep.
So if your agent, which is, I'm so blessed that my agent sat there day by day, as much as I did, calling me like, hey, I got you, keep going. I'm talking to this team, I'm like, okay, hang the phone up, nothing. Going through that whole year, I got you, just keep going, nothing. Hey, what do I do the next day? Go back in the gym, ground my personal trainer. Boom, next day, I got you, man, I'm talking to this, and boom, when I finally got the call and got the contract, he was like, it's time. Go show him why you should be here.
Yep.
And I know now from this point on that, my path from the man upstairs has always been harder for me in my basketball career. Like, what I've always been through is always adversity.
Yeah.
Like, I come from Illinois where, like, we don't got no handouts. Like, we breed hoopers. I had a full-ride scholarship 4 years, going playing Division I, Division II, JUCO. I played on every level. And just basically got it out the mud. It wasn't no handouts. So my professional career is kind of like that.
Right.
And I'm like, it makes sense to me because I'm like, that's what I'm used to. And I like that because once those lights turn on, it's showtime. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why you played at Kentucky and I played at Western Illinois and you sat the bench and I went to the mid-major and actually played.
Hey.
You're gonna see how much work I put in over you.
Right.
Basically, Lillard, Stephen Curry.
Right.
Those names, those players see those players and they're like, there's no way he's better than me. I put in more work than he did.
Yep.
And that's crazy.
That's yeah.
And that's crazy because it seemed like even coming out of college, the mid-major players have a better work, not a better, maybe a harder work ethic than the guys at the higher D1 schools. I noticed that too. Like the guys that come from, Syracuse, UConn. I mean, of course, Duke, North Carolina, you know what I mean? Them top schools. And then you may get somebody coming from maybe Cal State Fullerton or Cal State Northridge, or, you know what I'm saying? It's a different. Or thank you, Weber State. Yeah, for sure, especially Weber State. You know what I mean? It's just different, man, because that upper class, they're already there. So they feel like they don't have to do as much because they're already at that high level. But the mid-major players, they mind it just switch, man. It just switched naturally. And I see it, man. I could tell. So any player, like nowadays, we always say, you got to be a top player. Nah, the top dogs are coming from Ivy Leagues. They coming from D3. You know what I mean? And like that's starting to pop, man.
I played against a team out here last week, and the guy was in the same conference as me, D. Montgomery. He played on Calitica, and he lit us up for like 26, 27. I mean, he had one of the best games. He's like a two guard, and he played at IUPUI. So he came up to
Okay.
me, he was like, "Bro, I remember you." I'm like, "What school you play?" He's like, I went to IUPUI. I'm like, "Bro, I went to Western." He's like, "Oh, we was in the summer league." And he's a mid-major guy, and he went out there, and you just could tell like he just had a different motor than your normal guy from Kentucky who doesn't really play much, who just thinks he has it all already. And
Right.
he got going, and you're like, okay, this guy actually works on his game. Like you could see it, and it was good playing him because it was my type of speed. He's another American. When I'm playing against a Chilano, they don't really speak English like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you can say so much, but like what they gonna know? Like they don't know that much English. Some might, but most don't.
Man.
It's good. It's funny going against another import because we see other imports out here and we're like, "What's up, bro? Like, where you hooped at? Like, where you from?"
Right.
Everybody's just like cool with everybody, man. So it was good to see another guy from my conference in college out here playing.
Definitely. That's definitely what's up, man. Yeah, hell yeah. That's like, seeing another brother for real. Playing
Exactly.
like, oh, bro, I didn't play against you. Then y'all play against each other in conference, like you don't say nothing to it, but you're over there. It's like, oh, bro, what's good with that? Yeah.
And what's even crazy, man, is after that game we got drug tested. Just randomly they randomly drug tested here, and I was one of the players, and he was too. And we go in the locker room. I'm like,
That's
"What you doing in here?" He's like, "What you doing here?" I was like, "Well, I guess we both got tested there. I guess we both in here." So it was a good time, man. We sat there for like 30 minutes drinking water, trying to be able to pee. Man, it took us back to college all over again.
Hey, for real though, hell yeah. Night before, I'm drinking a whole gallon of water. Like, bro, I gotta pick this out.
Right. So, man, it was funny, man. It was funny. I got him on Instagram now and everything, and it's crazy how small the basketball world is.
Man, yeah.
It's really crazy. Like I said, I'm playing with my teammate now who I played against in the TBL last year.
Right.
So it's like, that's crazy. I'm going against players who I played against in college out here. And we're in a whole nother country. Like, bro, what you doing here? What you doing here? Like, it's wild how small the basketball world is, man. It's a blessing all the way around the board.
And that's what makes you know you belong there too. When you meeting somebody like that, you playing against somebody. It's like, bro, I belong here, man. I got like basketball. I belong here doing this. But just the fact that you see somebody who you played against, just something like that small, it just lets you know, like, I belong here, man. This is basketball. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I think it's something like that when you know that you belong a part of the game, man.
For sure.
I mean, like you said, there's levels. Like we say it's a small world. There really are levels. It's about who you know, and that's another thing with hoopers, or and what we do. If you ain't in a certain circle, you know what I mean, you can't talk to me. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like, you can't come to me if you haven't played or done these things. You know what I mean? If we don't know you in this circle, don't come talking like you really. You know what I mean? And that's really how it is. And that's when you go over here and go over there and you be like, yep, it's not a surprise because you really like that. You know what I mean? So when you see, a person you played with back here or old teammate, you're like, no, they really like that. But that circle. You know what I mean? And so that's
and it's like whatever country I go to, I feel like I'm gonna know somebody who I've seen or played against back in the States.
Yep.
No matter what country it is.
Yes.
I mean, he's not the only one. I mean, there's another guy on the team who I live in Jacksonville, Florida right now. He lives in Jacksonville or from there. He knows some guys that I hoop with in Jacksonville before I came here. He's like, bro, Duval, like you live in 904 right now? Like, yeah, he's like, I'm from there. Like, so I mean, it's just so small, like it don't even make sense. You know, it makes sense.
Real though. And it's crazy. We really don't understand it until we get older. You know what I mean? When we're younger, of course, we ain't really tripping. But as we get older, it's like, yo, man, it's a small ass basketball circle, man. Like, no matter, even if we don't know each other, I'm pretty sure all three of us know somebody along the lines. You feel me? Who knows somebody who know, like, yeah, all connected to us three. You feel me? So I totally believe that. Everybody we talk basketball is like, yo, I bet I know somebody who he know. And coach, has that been happening since me and you've been linked?
I believe
That's crazy, man. It's so crazy, man. But that's what
I see Ballaholic. I see what you're saying a lot on Instagram. Like when I got here, one of my teammates was from DC, another one of my import teammates, and I followed him. He followed me back. I'm like, wait, he followed my boy Herm, who played at UIS. I'm
yeah.
like, you know my boy Herm? He like, Herm, yeah, that's my dog. I'm like, how you know Herm? He like, man, we hooped at a combine. I'm like,
Yeah. That's
it's just
exactly how I be.
man.
Oh, that's so crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's what even makes it. That even makes you even more like. It can make your game even more confident just off of that. You know what I'm saying? It can make you go deeper into your bag, man. You having more fun now. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's what's so so complex about basketball too, man. Is that something like that? You feel me? You know, just I don't know you, but now you know somebody who I know now. We really cool. Makes me more confident. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more comfortable now. It's so crazy, bro. Crazy.
It clears the elephant in the room of who are you?
Right.
You know, and it's like, man, it's like, because, meeting new people is always hard for, some people. Nobody wants to kind of tell people where they come from, stuff they've done, why they're here. But when you bring up that name and you're like, oh, I know you good people, bro. You know everybody's like, oh, no, man, look, this is what I did when I was in 7th grade. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, man. It's real funny. The basketball community in the world is.
I mean, it really is like that. It's like, facts check. You get everything right. So it's one of those things, good or bad. You know what I mean? Hey, I know this name. If I heard this name or a certain name, you know what I mean? What's the word around the town? You know what I mean? No, don't mess with that one. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. It's one of those things that, man, if you build a name as a hooper business, whatever it is in our circle, it can be good or bad. You know what I mean? It's all about, as they say, who you know. And that's the thing, too, where it's funny because I've been around before in the business, I was a hooper. So a lot of my folks, you had to earn the stripes. You know what I mean? You had to earn on the court, now you're like, oh, well, I can talk that because these are people that I play with and I earned that, and now on this other side, you'd be like, okay, from networking and doing business, okay, I did some things that a lot of folks ain't done, you know what I mean? And once again, so you say, okay, well, I earned some more credibility on there. But we start talking to, especially in the business side, because everybody say they can do something. We all know that. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. Oh, I got you. All I need is da-da-da. Then that's when you start to say, okay, now let's really see who's real. You know what I mean? So now that's where the other part has came in, and it's been a blessing because like with Ballaholic, when I met him, we was in a situation, just like where we all trying to get, I'm trying to get that next bag. You know what I mean? Let me audition. Let me do this. That's the grind. Let me do that. And we get connected and, everybody know we spoke on he's a part of, the and one in some kind of form or fashion. You know what I mean? He still was affected by the story that has happened with and one. You know what I mean? All the success, but on the back end. And so for somebody like that, you ain't gonna just easily trust anybody. You know what I mean? Basketball part of business, and because he has a name. You know what I mean? He's done things. So I'm like, oh man, let's do this. I don't know about all that, player.
Right.
You here? You know what I mean? We in the same place at the same, and you talking about you can do what for me? I don't know.
Right.
Real talk. Hey, because that's real talk. Because even when Coach Ashley approached me, I had to think about I had to think about a lot of stuff, bro. Like a lot of stuff. I've been through so much, man, and like I easily get triggered off a little shit that happened to me before. You know what I mean? So, I mean, business wise, you know what I mean? So I had to really just like, really did my homework. Like right after he approached me, I swear I went back up to the room and I was lit already, but I probably went in, I probably I probably studied him like I read like a bunch of stuff about him for like about an hour and a half, then 2 hours straight before I even agreed to like rock with him. So, and I let him know, like, Coach, I had to do some homework on you, man. I just make sure everything was legit because he had the same vision I had. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was vice versa. You know what I'm saying? He had a vision. It was like, damn, I love that vision. Like, that's the same vision I want to be a part of. Feel me? So, it just worked out perfect, man. And like 3 weeks later, we in London playing. Literally 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
He told me like it's gonna go by fast, man. I'm like, man, like I didn't heard that before, man. You know, 3 weeks later, we in London 3 weeks later, and then like maybe about 10 hours after we get there, I'm already signing autographs. So it was like, damn, man, because I all thought that was a setup. Like he just told them, but nah, man, it was a dude up there selling T-shirts. Knew who I was. It was like yo, like I knew I had fans, but not out here. Right. So it just. You know what I mean? It put me back in that mood.
You know, the Lord, he puts people in your life for a reason. He's a chessman, so he moves how he knows how to move. That's your path. You guys were supposed to meet and do what you doing now. It's not a coincidence. And your guys' podcast is growing every single day. Like I said, I see Coach Ashley posting stuff every single day of everything. Like, yo, I see it's so much stuff I can't even keep up with. I just look and be like,
hey, Coach Ashley is he don't stop working. He be telling me, yo, ball, you gotta post it. I do not post nothing. Even I'll be like, yo, I'm posting this tomorrow, Coach. I promise I'm posting it when I get back. I will not post it because I'm not a social media person. I'm trying to be there. If you go on my Instagram, I got the same stuff I had on there since last September.
And Ashley got something every 10 seconds. I mean,
hey, for real.
I do. Boy, I'll be on that, but
I be seeing it. Hey, you gotta get out there, baby. You can do that wrong.
For real.
It's that part, you know, the marketing, all of that. You know, folks act like the grind is easy. Everybody want to be a boss. Everybody want the bag, but they don't want to put that work in.
It's easy, but they don't know what it takes, man.
Right.
That's why we do the podcast, because we have real convo where it's people who's doing it and why are we doing it? You know what I mean? Or how are we doing it? You know, and because everybody, I want it, until you got to really get out there. You next to somebody who really want it, and you see how bad we want it, you're gonna find out how bad you.
Yeah, it's a different story.
Yes.
Right.
Different story.
Yes.
And we still got guys that want to go overseas, but then still don't understand what it's like overseas. And again, we got a young bull, Nate the Great. That dude, man, like he really a young bull. Like you put red in front of him, he coming at you. But as far as him being by himself, you know what I'm saying, we thought about that. This is the way he was around us. He was young, and the only thing that was on his mind was women. Like, yo, I gotta have me. I'm like, bro, like, no, you don't. Like, no, I gotta have it. Man. That's all he talked about when we was in Japan. So I'm like, yeah, see, we gotta take him under our wing and kind of like mold him into, just how to balance himself out, because what I love about him too, he's not an arrogant dude. You know, a lot of dudes that are raw, they carry themselves a different way. With him, he like that little goofy kid, just, run in front of the camera and just start laughing and then kind of run off. He one of them, you know what I mean? But once you start talking, man, he's not arrogant, but he kind of like stubborn. You know what I mean? So yeah, he one of them, but he's still a good young dude though, man. It's just that we gotta like just kind of mold him into understanding, like, bro, you finna go somewhere where it may not be no women, or you know what I'm saying, the women is different and everywhere.
They don't speak the language you speak.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, it goes all the way to that. Some girls, don't like when you pull out your phone and think you can talk to them off your phone. Like they want to feel a conversation with you, and you know what I mean. So yeah, it's different out there for sure.
Right. Right.
Latin America, it's not like everybody's gonna know exactly what we're saying.
Yep. Yep.
Big difference. Big difference.
It is. I mean, I think from the culture itself, you know what I mean, the rules, the lifestyle,
The food.
the food. I mean, it's just so much that is different when you go to another country and you're by yourself. So
And you by yourself. What? Hey, we was with Coach downtown. I mean, we in Shibuya, and I know they said, and this was before we even got out there already, like, yo, if you walk and you hit a corner, you see anything spray painted, just start looking around. That's when you know you're in a different territory. I said that to Coach. I said, oh shit, Coach, I see some spray paint now. I started looking. My head was on the swivel. I'm like, I'm just, I ain't paranoid, but I'm just staying ready. For real.
Gotta be head on the swivel. It don't matter where you at.
For real though. Especially in Chile, they'd probably chop you up out there.
And luckily where I'm at, it isn't as bad. But up north, Santiago, yeah, it's like 5 million people that live there.
Oh,
So
wow.
It's a big city. Where I played Montgomery at, my boy IPY, when I played him at his teams in Santiago, so we went up there to play them. It's nice though, man. It's beautiful. I mean, bunch of mountains and like the scenery is great, but you can tell it get a little rough out there and that shit. Like it ain't sweet. You can see parts. You like, I don't think I'd turn on that block.
Right, especially anything that sound Hispanic. I'm cool. I'm cool. Chile, Santiago.
I remember we eat breakfast every morning. Me and my teammates, and I've been learning Spanish since I've been here. So one of the ways is to turn the TV on and just listen. So the news is always on, and I'm eating my breakfast, and I swear every time I look up at TV in the morning time, they talking about one city and one city only, Santiago. I mean, it's robberies, killings. I'm like, man, that city, they go crazy out there in Santiago, man. Like, not here where I am in Temuco, but in Santiago, they got some stuff good like Chicago out there. Like, shit.
Hell no, I'm cool, man.
It was good though, man. I didn't see none of that stuff there. I wasn't looking for it, so I mean, luckily, it didn't come my way.
Man,
once you leave Chile and you go back home, do you have something lined up or what's next for you?
Yep. So now I got teamed in Venezuela, Uruguay, and Colombia.
Okay.
So I got countries right now who my agency's talking to, and a few teams already contacted them. They're in season right now in Colombia. Actually, there's 2 teams out there that's in season, and they're looking for a guard here soon. So that season just started. So I could possibly go back home for like a week and literally be right back to playing.
Right.
Back to playing right again. Or get a call when I get off of this phone call with you guys.
Right.
Hey, you're not even going back home. You're leaving Chile and you're going up there. You know what I mean? So I already got everything I need. Bag is already here. So it could be that way too.
Right.
Right there.
But it's been good, and like I said, now that I've finally got that gap out of my resume, and now I've played in this top league in Chile. It should be way easier for my agency to sell me than it was me having a 9-month gap from a TPL season.
Right.
Talk about Coach Ashley, like you know how it is. Like when you got that big gap, it's just it doesn't even matter if you're a great player.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Better than any player that's in that league. But when they see that gap, like I don't want to take a chance on that guy.
Right. And hey, that'd be crazy like that though. You're right. It don't matter how young you are, what type of player, you got a big ass dick. Like, what have you been doing in that time span? What have you been doing? It can't be something good because
came out of college over you because at least I know he's played.
Yes.
Exactly.
A month ago.
Yeah.
So
that sucks, man.
For all those players, I mean, because I get players that hit me all the time. You know what I mean? That's one of the things I do is help players with people that I know, contacts, and just marketing that send me stuff and say, "Hey, I need help." And I'm like, "All right, cool." One of the first things I'm gonna ask you is the same thing that anybody else, if it's an agent team, they want to see your resume highlight, they want to see game footage, they want to see all of this so they can go back and see what have you done, who are you, you know what I mean, first of all. And once I sit there and I'm like 2017, 2020, COVID, wait.
Yeah.
You know,
That's crazy.
Like, have you had COVID for 4 years or what's
right.
going on?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, hey, I don't care if you 6'10", 7 foot. I can't do nothing with you because as soon as I try to pass it on to a coach friend or something like that, they looking at me like I know the game. Why am I trying to do that? You know what I mean? And so film, it's important. And wait, okay. Let me clarify that because we were talking about that too. I can't have no YMCA film. I can't have no men's rec league film. I can't like
Hey,
No
and that's
LA
what people.
Fitness.
Hey, people
Right.
are doing that, bro. People are really doing that. Yo, I got film, and it's LA. It's open gym. You got dudes with khakis on playing against you. It's like, bro, that ain't no real
Like,
film,
bro,
man.
the guy you're meeting right now is like 59 years old, man. He
Exactly.
just got out the sauna in the pool. Like, come on, man. What we doing out
Hey, oh my gosh, ain't no referees. Like
here?
even if you are playing, like it ain't no like even like the. I even look at the floors. If you playing from a certain line, that's when it's also legit. If you just playing with a high school line, I don't consider that real film. It's got to be that NBA or international line.
thank you. High school threes. Oh, I dropped 47. Wait.
Yeah.
Because if you guys are saying that right now, what do you think the owners of these teams are saying?
Right.
Mhm.
They're like, no.
No,
For
delete
real.
it.
For real.
And that's why I'm laughing because I'm sitting here. I'm like, I've been doing it for a minute, and this is where, like, say, from the ground out the mud. God gave me this 12 years ago. I started the Admirals in a small city, ABA semi-pro that is now international. You know what I mean? I have connections and played against TBL, the CBA, NBA play, all of that, right? So but I had to also learn the game along the way. So in that, I'm sitting there, I'm like, hey, players sending me this and that. And of course, I'm a scout and I grab players and I've been blessed to put some great teams together. So when you send me some from a YMCA or some outside, you up there showing me some drills, you know what I mean? I'm trying,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm like, no disrespect, but this is like really what I do for a living, and this is not gonna work. I promise if I match you up with some of these guys that I work with, it's not even funny.
And your face is on it too, so it's like,
that part.
I'm not gonna dirty up my reputation to
Yes,
do
Yeah.
somewhere knowing that it's just not good enough.
yes,
Not good enough at all.
not at all. That's the part. So we're trying to tell y'all, hey, like really, there's levels to this. If you ain't played beyond high school, a men's rec league, all that, you're not pro material. And I understand that you might get in some trouble. Some people got some real game, but I mean, there's still levels to this. You know what I mean? Because you can have all the games, but you don't have understand structure or plays, and that's the
Right.
difference. When you start going to a pro level, I don't care how much talent you have, but
Yep.
your product at the end of the day, off the court,
Mhm.
on the court, it's a lot of stuff that you got to go through. And so that's why when folks send me these things, and I'm like, man, I want to help you, but at the same time, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to put my name on it. You know what I mean? And just because I'm cordial or I'm a friendly person, I'm not an arrogant person. I will speak to you. It doesn't mean that I'm like, you're my boy. You know what I mean? Oh, that's my boy. Oh, what's up, fam? No, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? There's not just only the high level people that can play as my folks. We all got different like personal relationships and how you interact. So there's another way, just tips how you interact with people. You know what I mean? Where you're trying to go, what you sending them, you know. And that's just my little 2 cents because it's just crazy for players to be hitting me up. And Cam, he's one of the players that our assistant, Jaleesa, hit us with. It's like, boom, you know, he needs some help. I said, man, and that's TBL pro. That's what kind of level we on. We work with pro, like minded professionals. She sent me his stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, he can go. He's pro.
Mhm.
He is overseas. So that's the kind of relationship, you know what I mean, that we have, and it's about the circles.
Right.
So if you're not in that circle, you don't have certain connections. It doesn't mean you can't get it, but you gotta understand you just can't
Don't
just
get harder. Yeah, and people just don't get put in circles. Them the ones that grind it, man, to get put in that circle. You just don't get thrown. Oh, I'm gonna put them in. Nah, I don't know you, so you got to show me before I even put you on. So yeah, you get in that circle. I mean, it definitely means you grinded, man. You worked hard to get to where you are, man, for sure.
Much love, man. Much
yes.
love.
Okay.
Definitely.
We ain't gonna hold you up no more. What time
I'm
is
about
it?
to say, yeah, man, Nuggets, they getting their ass up anyway, so ain't nothing else to watch.
You know what's crazy is it's only 12:30 here right now.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
so it's Eastern time here.
Eastern time.
Oh,
Okay.
Eastern. Oh, okay.
Hey,
It's Eastern time here. It's winter time here, but
that's-
it's Eastern time.
yeah, he told me it was winter time, which is crazy. Like we was in Japan. I did not. Hey, tell me why I did not realize Japan was it a day and a half, a day, something ahead of us.
Yeah, 16.
16 hours, right?
Yeah.
I was looking, 8 hours from where I stay at to this, and I'm like, man, why is the days? You know? Why?
Right.
I'm doing my mouth all wrong. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
You know,
Hey, it was hard though. Like the first few days was hard, man. Like because we still on time. It was hard, man. Body just feeling different. I'm like, yo, I feel off balance.
You got to get used to not the normal time zone that you were in coming from.
Man.
It's kind of good for me because I lived in Florida before I came here, and I'm still on the same time that I was living in. The only difference is the elevation here is way higher than Florida.
Okay.
So when I first got here, running and playing, I was getting tired, way quicker because there's a bunch of mountains and stuff out here.
Oh yeah, you breathing all that in, yeah.
So
dang.
now I feel like I'm in some of the best shape I feel like I've been in my life. Just
I'm about to say, yeah, you
40-minute game.
Come back and be lit. Hey, I came back and worked out, coach.
Run a marathon.
Hey, for real.
It's good. So in the beginning it was bad, but now that I'm used to it, man. It's been a great time out here in Temuco.
And that's crazy. I understand now. I remember that Japan team that we did the camp with, coach. I understand why they go so hard because not only are they 16 hours ahead of us, they're ahead of us in far as learning stuff too, though. You know what I mean? So just them working hard, man, them being ahead of us, man. Man. We went out there, bro. Like the whole basketball university, all the teams, they all work hard, bro. Just playing against some dudes, man. Like we had a 17-year-old shake one of our point guards, like made him fall. Like they go hard up there, man. Like it's crazy, bro. Because I honestly thought we was playing the men, but these are all high schoolers.
Yeah.
There's levels to the game, man. There's levels to it.
And I think that's the other thing too, right? They go to Americans, we can go to these other countries and underestimate them, right? Oh yeah, we this, we that, we nice. What? You know what I mean? I've seen some Americans get embarrassed. You know?
Oh yeah. They just got embarrassed in practice from America from a Chileno. He hit him with an in and out behind the back, and Brandon came to me. He was like, damn. He said, I didn't think he had that in him. I said, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can't underestimate that, man. I tell you, go overseas, do not underestimate it. They think, oh yeah, it's only 3 American players. So yeah, that means it's like, no, it's not. No. Do not go over there thinking that, man. Tell me.
They are pros for a reason. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That's that part, and that's the fun part about it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and do that. And so those have been some of the fun parts, just in bringing some too. They'll be like, oh, I'm ready to play at the next level. And you look at them, you be like, you know what? I'm gonna bring you on this tour because I want to show you something. I know you ain't ready, but I show you what it's gonna take to play at this level, right? So once they get out there, oh man, it was faster, it was stronger, it was harder. Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
every day. This is normal. You know what I mean? And so you still got to play catch up. You got to go back home and get ready. And this is what they do for a living.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
part of the journey with taking guys over on tours. And this is the best experience. Honestly, this may be the only experience because
Right.
hey,
Hey man, hey, everything is different. I mean, the courts is what they smaller. There's the 3-point line is a couple steps in. I mean, you can sit in the key. Like it's different. A lot of guys don't even know that. They think, oh yeah, I'm shooting. Nah, bro. Over there, they can sit in the key as long as they want. They got help side. You know what I'm saying? I got help side. Now that NBA line is in closer. So now you shoot super so far back. Now you got to take some off of your jump shot. How you gonna fix that in a matter of how many days to when you get out there, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Now it's a bunch of other. Now the baseline is shorter. Remember we played out there in London? That baseline, coach, you barely got a 3-point line in the corner. It's all shorter. So
they taking it off the rim overseas.
and they taking it off the rim.
Yeah. And the FIBA rules is crazy because the first game I had here, I'm still on TBL time. I ain't played in 9 months. I'll come out here. I'm thinking I get 6 fouls. I can call timeouts when I take it out of bounds in the 5 seconds. So I take the ball out, and Buddy was pressing me pretty hard. So I'm like, man, let me call this timeout, man. Let's be a good point guard. That ref looked at me. He said, I'm like, timeout, buddy. Like, they good defense. You know what I mean? He said, no. The whistle gave the ball. I was like, what? They're like, Cam, FIBA rules. You can't call timeout out of bounds.
Yeah.
Throw it off their leg. I said, my bad, man. I'm thinking I'm back at the States, man.
Yeah.
That's on me. Then I'm doing layups and guys just coming in, hitting the ball.
Yep. Knocking that shit right off. Yep.
So,
That's crazy, bro.
I'm used to it again now because playing in Mexico, that's how they play too. But coming from the TBL, going to that, I was like, damn, I forgot it like this out here.
Yep. And hey, I don't know. In that B League team you played against, how many times were they traveling, coach? Like how many times? Every time they got the ball on the run, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4 dribble. It's like, yo, hold on. I mean, I know the steps is different out here, but you don't get 4 then a dribble. You maybe get a 0-1, like you get 2 steps and that's still a 0, but you don't get 1, 2, 3, 4 that added up to 1. Nah.
Right.
I'm like, no, what's going on?
No, every country, and that's the other thing. Every country might be a little different too. Yes, you got the FIBA rules, but like I said, in Japan, when I first got to Japan, we was all messed up on that travel. Yeah, that's 2 steps too many. Soon you catch it, you still have in your hand. Hold on, travel. And we stopping. Hey, you still going and you scored. I said, hey, y'all got to lock in. We ain't in America no more. You know what I mean? So
I thought we was in Japan. He done walked to Hong Kong now. Hold on. That's a travel now. Hold on, wait a second.
Hey, for real though, man. For real, man. The rest was horrible. All them refs was horrible. The rest was so horrible. They wanted us to lose that game. They wanted that B League. Hey, they wanted that B League team. They wanted them to win so bad. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, come on. Y'all gonna foul one of our players out on purpose?
We only had 6 players. Well, it was 5.5. I say 5.5 because my other players, I don't know what they was thinking. You know what I mean? They were just like, hey, I need that one. I need a 5th player. I'll take you. You know what I mean? That's what that was.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was, coach.
You know what I mean? So we was like, all right, cool. So I was all right because my other 5, they was Nate the Great, probably, if he's not 6 foot, he played like he's about 6 foot. You know what I mean? All my guards about 6 and up or whatever, right? They can go.
Yeah.
I had him. They fouled out our player from UK about 6'4", 6'5". I had to put the little dude in. Look, Cam. I had Cam. I had the camera. I was going live. You know what I mean? This is fun, right? Man, as soon as that happened, I got a coach now. Put that down. Hey, son, I ain't trying to lose.
He had the coach, bro. This dude was, oh my gosh. This dude was this dude was so bad. When he was warming up, his homie is telling him how to shoot. Like, you keep missing. You keep missing. You got to shoot up. You keep missing. And I'm I'm warming up. All I hear is bonk, bonk, bonk. I'm like, damn, he missing like a motherfucker. He was warming up. He's supposed to miss. The whole time I'm warming, I hear bonk. Like, damn. His partner telling him, like, yo, you got to shoot up, man. That's why you keep missing. You got to shoot up. And I'm trying not to laugh because I just hear bonk and his partner talking to him. So I'm just like, man, this just sounds funny. So, but it showed though, like he wasn't a hooper. He was saying, oh yeah, I played here. I was like, nah, because he wasn't producing nothing. He was just an extra body force.
Yep.
That's it.
And that's where they made their run too, because we was up by damn near double digits all day. Once that sub came in, woo, friend, I said, oh, snap, hold on. Time, hurry up, run out. You know what I mean?
For real, though.
My eyes got big. I was like, yes.
Hey, real talk, Cam. We was up 20. We only won by 3.
Yes. Yes.
In a matter of like 12 minutes. They went on a run. They went on a run on our ad. Went on a run, man.
It was up by 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did go at 1. It was like 88, 87 or something like that.
Yeah, PG from New York hit him with the cross and left my man standing there. Laid it up. We went up and Nate the Great got fouled. I said, oh, it's over now. Time running out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Defense by ball at the end because they did try to hit us with the okie doke with the 3-pointer. And real quick, I said, he ain't fall for the switch. I said, thank you.
I stayed with it because I saw it coming. I said, I know exactly what's going to happen. They finna switch. They finna do a rub screen, not a screen. They finna rub like you said, one, but just rub. And I just stayed with him. I said, I knew this shit was going to happen. I just had a feeling.
If you see the film, you see my little guy. You know what I mean? He's running. He's trying. He just he ain't that big. I'm like, they gonna shoot all over him and we gonna lose and I'm gonna be sick. You know what I mean? Because that's the other part too, right? Because we gonna have to post it on social media. Because I was live and everybody watching. Who won? I hate to be like, man, we
right. Sorry, the internet went out.
I know.
The internet went out.
For sure. I don't know. No Wi-Fi. It just cut out.
Man, it just out of nowhere, man. What happened? I don't know. You know? Man. So you come back. When do you leave?
I got a flight here for Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Wednesday, depending on when they take care of whatever they got to take care of with the rest of my contract. And that should be back in the States this week.
This week.
And then
wait on that next call.
Yep.
Okay.
But I'm hearing it should be pretty quick, so
that's what it sounds like. Because, like I said, I mean, the Super Bowl. We remember the Super Bowl. We got to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the Super Bowl, we got video footage of us talking, and you was a free agent, and now you overseas. You know what I mean? Kicking him, about to go out. You know what I mean? Have a little barbecue and call it good. I mean, you can send me $5 when you get a chance. We talk. I'm promo out there for you.
I got you.
Hey, real talk though. That's hey, bro. That's congratulations though, man. Like that's honestly living a life as a hooper. You wait and work so hard, and you finally get that call. You get put in a position in the place where you want to be, and you playing good, man. And you get more calls. That's living a life for a hooper, man. So definitely, God bless you, bro. That man above is good, man. God bless you for sure, Cam. Just keep hooping, man.
God bless you too,
For sure.
Man, we'll definitely be in touch. Like I said, I don't know, you might be around, you might not be around. I know we got the Zeke in tournament. That's in August. That's the Isaiah Thomas tournament. So I know I'm gonna have to bring the best of the best in town to play in that. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing too. I can't. There's levels to this. You know, you can't just bring anybody to play against NBA overseas like pro players just because you look cool over here in the video. I need real dogs that really do this for a living.
For sure.
So,
you got my number. You got my number, Coach, man.
You already know, Cam. You know,
locked in.
This is video too, right here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cam at now. You know what I mean? You know. So
let me know.
Any shots out, anything people want to follow you, you know what I mean? How can they follow you, get a hold of you?
My Instagram is the only camo, THE only ONLY and then KAMO. My Twitter is Let's Go Camo, so literally just LETSGO KAMO, and then Facebook Kam Rowan. It's really all I usually use.
Shout out to your agency, you know what I mean?
Shout out to my agency, Pure Passion, and the specific agent, Jorge. He's from Puerto Rico, so he speaks really good Spanish, and he has a lot of connects out here in South America. So he spoke to a lot of the owners, speaking Spanish to them, and basically he was the one that was with me through this whole journey of when I was playing in the DR. He was there, and he told me, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna get you somewhere." And I came back and played in the TBL, and I went through that season, and then boom, after that, he hooked up with me, and it took a little time. It took a little time, but he told me, he said, just keep going and stay locked in. I promise you, I'm gonna get you somewhere. So this was his first contract that he got me out here in Chile in top league. So it was it's a blessing for me and him. Like, I feel like I'm on this journey with him just as much as I am myself.
Right.
Because he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and we always talk, and he believes in the man upstairs too. So I mean, it's a blessing. Like I said, it's the reason why we're all here talking right now.
Exactly.
All hooked up and got the memories and everything y'all do now, and the same reason why he put him in my life.
Yes.
He needed me, and I needed him. So, it was it's a blessing all the way around the board, man. Shout out to that guy Jorge, man. That's my dog for life.
There you go. See, when you got a friendship with your agent, make it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's little stuff, not just hooping, that make you, feel you get comfortable. Not comfortable, but you get confident. Maybe a little bit of comfort, but it's people who help you feel that way too, like your agent. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a relationship with your agent, that make it. Like I said, it's stuff like that makes it even more confident, right? It makes stuff even easier just to get into. You know what I'm saying? Because you got somebody supporting you like that, especially out the country. So
and he's even more than an agent because he's actual coach and trainer in Puerto Rico. So he ain't just a guy like, hey, I'm gonna get you here. He's like, hey, what you do on this play? That didn't make no sense. Why didn't you do this? You know what I mean? Like he's almost like your uncle. You know what I mean? Like telling you, like, hey man, when you make this right there, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't just I'm gonna get you this contract and it's about the money. It's more, I'm gonna get you that, and at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that you always gonna be better than what you have already did.
Right.
Calls me every time. He's like, your numbers looking good. You're averaging 17 right now, but this next game, I'm going to need you to boost that up to 20, 21, 22. Like, it's never a settle, and that's the type of guy that I am. Like, every time I wake up in the morning, I pray to God and, just tell him to keep me motivated and stay on that track, that path, and, pray for my family and everybody. But at the end of the day, I always say, like, I never will settle for anything. And like that's why I've always kept going. And when I'm done playing basketball, like, I want to be a coach, and I feel like I'll be a great coach just because I can put it into my players. Like, when times get hard, that's when you got to be the best. Like, when you're back against the wall and the lights is off, when they turn on, make sure that you're ready.
Right. That's what's up right there.
How old are you, Cam?
I'm 28.
Oh yeah, you still got a while to go. Okay. Okay.
Still in your prime.
Yeah.
Sure. I feel good. I feel good. You know what I mean? I'm knock on wood, like I'm healthy. I haven't had no surgeries or, nothing crazy where, it's like gotta sit out for months on months on months.
Right.
I still feel like I'm in my college years. Like I'm running quickly. I've gotten bigger, faster, stronger. Like when I go home to the States, my personal trainer, he be in the gym, and we're in there every day, lifting, running hills, running sand. I mean, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I got some years to go for sure.
Definitely that. Hell yeah. Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I get motivated by young guys like you, man. I ain't gonna front, man. It's crazy because I look at it like a lot of young guys and I'm like, man, that dude's gonna be playing for a long time, man. Like if he just keep, how he doing, I can just tell certain guys gonna be playing for a long time. Then I look at guys who played for a long time, you know what I mean? Not even guys who I know, but like you look at like guys like Vince Carter. You look at certain guys that have played for a long time. And I'm not even LeBron, but other guys too that have played for a long time. Even guys who can still play. You got the NBA Big Three, all them dudes. You know what I mean? Like Jamal Crawford can still play right now in the NBA. And like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And I'm motivated by all of that. And that's why like I'm still active, man. I'm still playing at a high level, even at my age. And people ask me like, bro, like, you really, that's how old you are, bro? You doing this still at that age? And I try to tell people like, yo, with me, it's just like, I always, I'm definitely blessed and thank God, but I just, man, just being this age, man, I know I'm not the only one, but I know just that. Like, I'm not stopping, man, till it's time for me to stop, bro. I care.
You got that mentality, man. What's crazy is you can't teach that.
Yeah.
That part. Yep.
That was in your DNA from the jump. From as soon as you was born, man, that was in your DNA and your blood, bro. Like that's unteachable.
Right. Yep.
Tap into that mindset it's very hard to really look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm not going for nothing. Like this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm not stopping until I get it.
Right.
Bro, and I swear I'd say that to myself all the time, bro. I'm like, I'm going. I'm not stopping. I'm going, bro. I'm going.
You're gonna get it every time, bro, because it's just that's the mentality you got.
Yep.
That's the mentality you got, bro.
And that's what I always say. See, and I tell Coach, notice I always say this: mindset's got to be stronger than your skill set. I always say that. I say it all the time, man.
Sir. When times is hard, you're supposed to be at your best. Every single time. I've learned that just from being by myself and, kind of going overseas and being in college and living by myself, leaving my parents and just a bunch of stuff happening, back home with family and everything. Like when times was at its hardest, you really figure out who you are.
Yeah. Real talk.
Right.
If you don't break or if you gonna prosper.
Yep.
And that's real talk. When you by yourself and ain't nothing, no TV, nothing, that's
nobody
when
to talk to.
Yep.
Just you and yourself.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You figure out what type of person you is.
For real, man. Damn. And that's why we still got it, because we all been in them positions, man. I know real talk, man. And damn, that's crazy. That really is crazy, because going from being from like straight out the projects, going to school in Idaho, like literally straight out the projects and going to school, not even Idaho, like a Twin Falls, Idaho. So a southern part of Idaho, racist, nothing around, but you surrounded by farms and banks. You feel me? And then from there, you going to school in Utah. Now you're going to Utah State. Go to Utah State now, it's nothing but Mormons, and that they live their life completely different. You know what I'm saying? Now you way up north, you can't get no soda. The only soda you can get is from the restaurants. You feel me? Real talk. Now you can't, it's a different way how you pump your gas. You pump your gas first, then you go pay. You don't pay first. Then you know what I'm saying? Like all of that, man. All of that is different, man. And you really gotta have that mindset. And you're right. And that'll bring it out. Your realness will come out. And that's how dudes get like, yo, this ain't for me. I'm homesick. I'm ready to go home. You know what I mean? So
it's all blessings in the struggle. It's all blessings in the struggle. You just gotta see the signs and take the punches and keep going.
Yep. That part. Man.
Real talk, man. Always great. I'm glad this time the Super Bowl wasn't having ball.
Look, Coach on me. Look, Coach on my line.
For sure. We got to actually chop it up a little.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I was like, that's my dog. I know Ball normally he gets into it and he was just like, man, I was like, okay, all right, Cam, we're gonna make this thing happen.
Right.
And so I was looking forward to this one here because I knew that he would be in a better mood. You'll get the full experience of the Streetball, the Pro Convo, just have a good time and just share, just catching up. And that's just really what it is. And that's what I love about our show is just the genuineness that we have. You thought that we actually met each other before. We ain't never met each other personally. You know what I mean? It's just been, hey, somebody pass your number along, who we trust, and vice versa. We had the convo, the first meeting, and we stayed in touch. And that's the other part too, for those on the back end. You gotta understand networking. You know what I mean? Cam understand networking. He understand the fact that, okay, here's somebody that good people's, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stay in contact for whatever reason, just build with him,
Right.
And sure enough, once he got overseas and he started doing this thing, he hit me up, yo, fam, this is where I'm at. I'm like, word, cool. Now look, you gotta understand the business of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're teaching. Cam is teaching y'all the business of basketball. How did you
At one day, the ball gonna stop bouncing, and you got to do something else and take it path. And I love money. Like as much as my mindset is to never stop, keep going. Like money, I am the same way with money. So it's like as a businessman, when I see an opportunity, I'm gonna go for it every single time. If I see a great opportunity, I know it's good people around me and genuine people and good vibes. It's gonna benefit me and those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's why I hit you up. I'm like, man, let me hit my guy up, man, because this is a great story to tell again from when I was a free agent to where I am now, man. And so it was
real though.
On the board, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on here again, and God bless both of you guys, man.
Definitely, Cam, for sure, bro.
Our slogan, we all eat. I got it, you got it, and that's what it's all about. We willing to put in that work, and it's that family connection. Like say me and Ball, we locked in to the end. You know what I mean? And so it's like, all right, I'm not gonna bring nobody around him, and vice versa. You know what I mean? That if we don't trust or something like that, or just really trying to build with, why are we building? Why are we talking? Let's just like that. I mean, because everybody have their own motives and their own, what they want to, I guess, I say their own motives, you know what I mean? And so to find somebody who's genuine, that's the dope part. And that's what it was like with you, was just, man, my man is just genuine. He's just out here just really reaching out. And it's one of those things, once again, those who's listening, it's not the fact that he need me. He don't need anything. You know what I mean? It's just the fact, like you said, he understands business, good relationship, networking, and he did that. So, and then once he turned around, because from a business mindset, he was like, oh, from marketing, and this is where we was at. Boom. Now let's tell you, I told you I was really like that. You know what I mean? Now
it's crazy too, because the first time when I had this interview, I feel like a lot of people didn't really tune in and really didn't take it seriously like that. And then I just posted it. When you posted this morning, you wouldn't believe how many people has hit me up. I want to tap in. Everybody's liking it and everything. I'm like, look how God works, man.
Man, right.
Look how God works.
Yep.
Everybody want to tap in and see now.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's how it is. It really is like that. And it was true. It was like, man, because I look at the numbers too. I'll be like, man, no love, no likes, no hearts, no. Man, no, Cam, my man can really go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, I said, oh, yeah, they watching now. They weren't watching last time. They Cam,
That part right there.
I got to teach her. Say, remember the name. Cam said, remember the name. You know,
Remember the name.
For sure, man.
you know. So that's my guy. So we are definitely locked in. Streetball the Pro, the stamp of approval. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to get him in an Admiral jersey at some point of time, you know
Right.
what I mean? And just bring it all the way full circle. But hey, for those who don't know Cam, I'm sure if you're a hooper or you know about hoop, tap in with him.
Sure.
He's really like that.
Help everybody, man. I'll show love to everybody, and you hit my DMs up, and you need any questions or anything, like I got you. Like I answer everything you need to know, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's blessings all the way around the board, man. And I'm here to help if anybody needs it. As a player, a coach, an agent, a GM, whatever it is, an owner of a team. My DMs are open to anything, man.
And a lot of people need to hear that too, though, especially like these young guys who want to date. That'd be good for them to hear you, you know what I mean, speak your experience and what's expected when you play over the water, you know what I mean, especially in, you know, places like Chile, you know, it's way further than playing in Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Way further than playing in Canada, you know what I mean? So the further out you go, the more you got to be on your game. And that's all the way around the board. So just hearing you, like a lot of these athletes would love to hear you talk like that too, Cam. So yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Much love. Much sure.
Like y'all said, tap in with him. Any questions? He's an open book. And like I said, this is why we do Streetball to Pro. We really want to put y'all on game. You know what I mean? Put y'all in positions, get y'all connected. It's about networking. You got to understand the business part. It's not just about basketball. You know what I mean? Not just about dribbling the basketball, what you can do on the court. That's just one part of your job.
Exactly.
And let's understand that.
As much as you want to be averaging 30 on the court, the fans and the kids and everybody, they have to love you. If they don't show you no love, you probably won't make it back on that team again.
Yeah.
That's what sells the tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a likable, lovable guy on your team that everybody wants to see and love. Man, you almost could average 8 points a game, but the whole city loves you.
Yeah.
That part. Yep.
And you
Hell
won't be
yeah.
able to come back and play.
Yep.
Serious. For real. You making people smile, giving high fives, hugs, picking up the kids, sign autograph. Yep.
Hey, we giving y'all real game now. You know what I mean? This is a pro player who is right now, who was a free agent, who y'all can go back, check us out, look at the footage. February 11th, he was a free agent. He's finishing up a pro contract, and they got other ones lined up. What was, you know what I mean? You say, so what did you do? He's telling you what the things that he did.
I'm about to say, yeah, Coach. A lot of people are asking questions to themselves right now. What you just said. What did he do from the first time he's a free agent? Now he got other contracts. He just what happened? Somebody's asking that right now. They probably scared or nervous to ask that. I'm sure.
And that's what we're saying from his agent. Like you got to listen, y'all. Listen, like you said, his agent was key. He stayed in shape. He stayed on the grind. He stayed looking. He stayed promoting. He stayed working himself. Y'all heard, right? How me and him met was because of a mutual acquaintance, right? So it was somebody that works with us, friends with us, that know what we're doing and know who he's about and what he's doing. And he said, I got somebody, and we got connected. So he was still marketing himself. He's understanding the business of basketball. So that's the first key as a hooper. You got to understand the business in which you're in. You know what I mean? You got to be marketable. Like I said, I've been blessed by the grace of God to be, I don't know how many different countries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many different states, how many people know me and my brand. I have an international brand. How? You know what I mean? I don't have this D1 resume. I don't have all of this and that. But like you said, I integrity, you know, my character, the way I presented myself, my product, when I brought my teams out, when I made sure I picked the players, I made certain kind of players that I picked, the way they had to carry themselves. There was certain things that you had to do as far as in the business. And then you got marketing, you know what I mean? Give away autographs, you do camps.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. And you got to love, you can't fake doing it. That's the other part too. You can't fake it, you know what I mean, just to try to keep a job or get a bag, because the kids and the people that you're working with, they're gonna tell if it's genuine or not, because those can be some long days. Ballaholic can tell you, I took him to Japan, we played 5 games, we played 10 for 5 months, then we did a camp afterwards, you know what I mean?
I'm gagging. I'm throwing up. I'm gagging everything. I'm like, coach, man. Like, yo, we just played 5 hard-ass games in a row, and we got to do a camp. I'm doing the drills. I'm like, I'm sweating. I didn't sweat at everything else, so I'm sweating again. Like, bro, I'm finna throw up, man. I'm running to the bathroom during the camp. I'm getting like, yo, that's crazy. I forgot about that too. Dang.
So
sheesh.
just
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Go ahead, Cam.
You gotta love it, man. I mean, this is plain and simple, man. You just gotta love it.
You have to, and that's the difference. So we're gonna leave y'all on that. Like, really look at why you doing this, right? Because, like you said, being a professional anything, it's a lifestyle. So a professional hooper, you know what I mean? We work on our craft day in, day out, on our body, our game, how we present ourselves, you know what I mean? From practice to games to camps to marketing, you know, we talk about the NILs, all of that stuff is real. You know what I mean? And
You're gonna have those people who's gonna doubt you along the way.
yes.
You're gonna have those people, and you have to just look at them and just shake your head like, I can't wait until I prove you wrong.
Yep. Expect it. Yep. For real. Because you don't have somebody that's gonna doubt you.
And you got it, and you know yourself that you should be there, you're gonna get there. But those other people, just don't listen to them. When that time comes, you send them your highlights and your pictures when the day's over with.
Hey, for real though.
Have a great day.
Hey, they gonna be like, oh, he could hoop, but they're not gonna want to verbally say it in their mind. They're gonna be like, damn, he could hoop. Damn, he got better.
For sure.
He's really like that, you know.
Yeah.
So for those who's tapping in, like you said, we're gonna do another one. We don't know when, because I know we gonna stay in touch, and let us know his next contract and where he's at. We're gonna have to pop on again and do another one. So we're gonna have just a whole segment. Where is Cam? You know what I mean?
Right.
Where is he at now? You know, where is Cam? You know what I mean? Man, with a ball. Hey, it is just what it is, but he's really like that, and like I said, it's a pleasure to know you as a man. You know what I mean? Beyond as hooping and business, it's just as a person. You know, really, like, as they say, the vibe, the energy, like you solid with us. You know what I mean? So that's a major part, because I'm one of those. I know I know a lot of folks. You know what I mean? I tell everybody. I mean, I got a lot of associates. Just because I know you don't mean I'm your boy. You know what I mean? We cool like that. I've been coaching for so long, so I do know a lot of folks, and so it's just one of those. It's rare. It is rare. I mean, even as a hooper, to have that relationship with players and things like that, and just with a person. And so, you know, I mean, I just want to say, man, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Definitely don't lock up, and we're gonna do another follow-up story. And all of those who ain't supporting Cam, go ahead and buy the t-shirt. Go ahead and buy it. Subscribe and stop hating on my man, because he really like that. So hey,
it's all love, man. Like I said, I appreciate it, man. And all of this wouldn't be possible unless it was for that man upstairs. So I mean,
hard, bro. I am with you. That's one of the biggest things I also love about the fact that you're not ashamed. You know what I mean? And that's our biggest thing. That's those who follow me and know me. I'm not ashamed. You go way back 12 years ago, and after that, I'm still like, hey, I ain't perfect, but my God that I serve is. You know what I mean? So it's nothing to have. It's my salvation is nothing on me. You know what I mean? That's why I need a
Right.
savior. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't do it. And so all my blessings, you know, everything that where I'm at and just being able to have this platform and the things I'm able to do, he get all the glory. You know what I mean? And so that's the dope part. You know, salute to you. You know what I mean? As a young man, because I remember being young, you know what I mean? Younger, you know, and not like I'm that old, but just still, you know, in my 20s, you know, I thought about, you know, look, y'all got me go back and think, be like, yeah, a little out there, you know what I mean? But that's why God saved me. So, hey, we thank you for tapping in Streetball to Pro. Everybody who took the time to check us out. My homegirl Tara, shout out to you. TD, she said, knowledge kings, thank you for the wisdom. You know what I mean? What's that? You have somebody, Cam, that said, thanks, Cam. I mean, you know, huh?
That was my agent.
Oh, okay. Your agent short. Hey, that's love. Agent tapping in. Hey, everybody, we thank y'all for tapping in because I mean, we got some hearts, we got some likes, we got some folks that actually watch. We've been on for over an hour, almost an hour and a half, and y'all stayed with us. You know what I mean?
Appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the support. All the support.
Man.
You know.
Yep.
So that means we had a good with Cam. So you did it again, sir. You know what I mean?
Right.
And did your thing. And thank you for, like you said, making yourself available because we was back on social media trying to coordinate the time and this and that. And I'm like, ball, you know what I mean? So for those who don't know how to work on the back end, it's a lot of phone call, text messaging, especially when they're in another country. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Okay, what's your time difference? Me and Ball, we on the West Coast. You know, that's a different side. But hey, thank you, Cam. Go have some fun. Give people love. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chile. Hey, even if they don't need us to come out and play any games, we just need some ball boys just to hang out. You know?
Just get some ball.
I'm just saying, ball. I'm trying to get us some tickets.
Hey, I got y'all, man. What y'all want to do? I'll put y'all on out here. I appreciate y'all for having me again, man. And God bless y'all. And we're going to tap back in sometime soon.
Yes,
sir.
God bless.
God bless.
We tapping out.
Salute, right. Cam. Salute, bro.
Sir, much love, man.
Much love,
much love. Yes, sir. All right, coach.